What's up, guys, and welcome back to the G-Rat Show. I'm G-Rat. Once again, Real Madrid and Bayern Munich. It doesn't disappoint. It rarely does. 2-2 draw, late equalizer from Real Madrid. Like we always say, they always find a way. And they did it again. And this is why Real Madrid will move on to the Champions League final. It happens all the time. As of recently, it happened with City. City takes the lead, Madrid equalizes. Happens against Barcelona. Barcelona takes the lead, Madrid equalizes. Barcelona takes the lead again, Madrid equalizes, Madrid scores a late winner. They win, right? It happened again today. Madrid scores, then Bayern scores, then Bayern scores, then Madrid equalizes late. It's just nearly impossible to beat Real Madrid this season and in the Champions League in general. And this is what I said before the match started. This is what I said. If Bayern wants to have a chance to make it to the final, they have to win by like 2 goals. And what's crazy is they blew it. They completely blew it. It's just absolutely poor defending from Kim and Jae. I believe he was the one that was marking Vinicius Junior when they scored the first goal. I mean, it was a great run. The fact that Vinicius took him with and then bolts back the other way, Kroos played an unbelievable pass. But it's just poor defending. You have to know, and why the other defender was a Dyer, wasn't deeper. You have to, it's just poor from Bayern. I mean, you have to know that's what Vinicius is doing. And then Kim and Jae, it's extremely poor. It's a lazy challenge on Rodrigo. And again, they equalize. It's literally, it's textbook Real Madrid, exploiting your weaknesses. You make a mistake, and Real Madrid is going to benefit from it. Real Madrid did not play a clean match. Right? They really didn't. The second half of the first half, they were in more control. The second half, it was equal at times. They had that one very good chance where Bellingham passed it to the side to Kroos. He shoots it pretty hard, but it's right at Neuer. It's pretty much right down the center. That was probably their best opportunity. Bayern, on the other hand, they created so much and were just so poor when in the air on corner kicks. Every time they had a corner, they were dangerous. I mean, in the second half, Dyer, completely clear header. It should have went in. Heads it right to the keeper. Harry Kane perfectly played ball into him, takes a really poor touch, gets knocked down by Rudiger. I mean, all he needs is one touch and he can shoot that. Not saying he scores, but Harry Kane on his right foot, I trust him. He's going to rip it on target, and it's a goal-scoring opportunity. Leroy Sane in the first half. Horrible first touch. Reaches, shoots, goes way over the net. It was very poor in a lot of different times for Bayern in front of the net. I feel like they should have won like 3-1. It doesn't turn out that way. And it's from a Bayern standpoint, you can't even take this as, we drew. No, your only chance to beat Real Madrid was to win this match at a bare minimum. But now you have to go back to Madrid on Wednesday, completely level. And you have to hope to God that you score first and you can hold on to that lead. Because if you let Real Madrid score first in the second leg, it is completely over. They're going to have the crowd. Vinicius is going to get under everyone's skin. He's going to go crazy. Bayern's going to get mad. They're going to get frustrated. They're going to try and force stuff, and then they're going to get scored on again. That's exactly what's going to happen if Real Madrid scores first. So from a Bayern perspective, it's a disappointing result. I think they were the better team for the majority of the match. But again, Real Madrid does what Real Madrid does. Good players for Bayern. I mean, Jamal Musiala was just ridiculous. I don't want to talk bad about any players, right? But Jude Bellingham, the Ballon d'Or favorite, he gets subbed off. And quickly after he gets subbed off, Real Madrid scores. He wasn't very effective in the match. He made a couple nice tackles. He hustled at different times to win the ball back. He lost the ball several times. No shots on target. I don't understand. I don't. Jamal Musiala, to me, was significantly more noticeable and way more effective on the pitch than Jude Bellingham. I'll never understand how he gets so much praise and how he's considered the Ballon d'Or favorite. I don't understand. Vinicius, again, should be ahead of him. Harry Kane, ahead of him. Now, I get because they won the Super Cup, they're going to win La Liga. He scored a good amount of goals this season. But Jamal Musiala, I think, is more effective on the pitch than Jude Bellingham. Vinicius, again, proved why he's so dangerous from Real Madrid. Rodrigo, he did get the penalty, but I don't think he was that noticeable. I don't even think Rudiger had his best match. I believe it was him who allowed Leroy Sane to cut in on his left foot and shoot, which is super unlike Rudiger. He's usually a brick wall and blocks every shot. And Leroy Sane is going to go onto his left foot and shoot. So that was extremely concerning that actually happened. I was super surprised that he he was able to cut in on his left foot. From a Madrid perspective, right, you take it. I feel like Madrid just knows they're going to win. They just understand that they always are going to find a way to win. And now they're going back home, level. They're completely happy with the result. They're going to have the entire city behind them at home. How can you stop them? You can't. What's so crazy for Real Madrid is the second Luka Modric comes on, he's always doing something. They are going to miss him, even though he doesn't play as much this season. His presence just on the team is unmatched. He immediately comes on and plays an unbelievable through ball to Vinicius Junior. Neuer makes a nice save. But he's just creating these passes. He just has this vision and brings this sense of calmness to the team and just is this conductor for this Real Madrid midfield, and he's so effective at it. And as soon as he comes on, immediately he makes an impact. I mean, he didn't play much. Kroos played a couple nice balls, but I mean, besides that, I don't think Real Madrid's defense was very smooth. I don't think that at all. I don't think their midfield was great. I mean, Modric was good when he came on. Kroos was okay. Jude Bellingham, I expected a little more for the Ballon d'Or favorite. He plays both sides of the ball relatively well. He wasn't really that dangerous. Vinicius and Musiala were the two most dangerous players on the pitch. What I took away from this is what I always take away. You can't beat Real Madrid. You rarely can beat Real Madrid. It's the mistakes that the teams make is why they lose, right? Madrid's not playing this football where they're just going to pass you to death and outpossess you, and they're not going to beat you by playing better football. I mean, at times they do, 100%, but they're going to beat you by outsmarting you and forcing you to make a mistake, right? They forced Kim Min-jae to make mistakes. They exploit their defense. Bayern's defense was their weakest part today. Modric exploited that defense. Through ball, Toni Kroos exploited that defense. Through ball, mistake. You know, it easily, I think, could have been a 3-1 match in favor of Bayern, but it wasn't because they missed opportunities that they had and they made mistakes. And Real Madrid is the king of coming back and winning big matches, or at least surviving in the Champions League. That's what it's all about. Doesn't matter if you play better football. It doesn't matter if you have more possession. It does not matter. Deep down, I want to see a Bayern-Dortmund final. I think it'd be cool to see both German teams in the final. The best final would be either Real Madrid or Bayern versus PSG. But Real Madrid versus PSG is what I think is going to happen. And it's just like ridiculous that is the way everything is unfolding. Mbappe most likely going to Real Madrid and then playing Real Madrid in the final. It's just written in the stars. Honestly, it's super cool. Let me know what you guys think down below. Did Bayern blow it, or was Real Madrid deserving of the draw? And what are your thoughts on the second leg? I'm predicting Real Madrid's going to win. I think they win 2-0 or 3-1. And the only chance Bayern Munich has to win is if they score first. That's the only chance. If Real Madrid scores first, they're completely out of it. There's no way back. Let me know your thoughts down below. Who are the winners and losers of the match today? Who wins next week? Let me know your thoughts down below. Appreciate you guys sticking around and watching, and I'll see you guys back here next time on the G-Red Show.